There is a new economy emerging. Not one measured in dollars and data or even dopamine hits, but in what I would call bioelectric capital and testosterone futures. Forget markets and blockchains. This one's traded in the nervous system. Liquidity isn't money anymore. It's metabolic voltage. And right now, men are suffering from I was going to say a quiet recession, but it's not even quiet. And it's partly financial, but it's more energetic. Scrolling, spilling, sedation. They've become over-leveraged in lust, underfunded in purpose. Every scroll, every click, another microtransaction of life force you're feeding away. Let's talk about personal finance. Your libido is the original asset class. Volatile, high yield, and criminally mismanaged. When you release without intent, you liquidate potential. When you retain, you compound awareness into power. When you're horny, you're not craving, you're awake, you're alive. Your nervous system lights up like a power grid begging for direction and a new landscape to conquer. Dopamine, testosterone, norepinephrine, that's the holy trinity of biological ambition. They're all spiking in perfect synchrony. That's not lust, that's creative voltage. Be careful with the words you use. Channel it into your North Star and you become the immortal protagonist of your life. You leak it and you become background noise in someone else's story. Society's been gaslighting into men into thinking that arousal is a sin. Suppress it, discharge it, feel better. Translation, please stay manageable, stay controllable, stay apathetic. No, that's liquidation. The ancients understood what modern man forgot. Energy is meant to leave you. It's supposed to evolve you. Retention, transmutation, discipline, not superstition, or I should say devotion instead of discipline. The technologies of consciousness. This is what we're talking about. Spiritual engineering with your bloodstream as the laboratory. Every time you resist the urge, there's no FOMO, no fear of missing out. You're performing an internal merger and acquisition of your most inherent assets. The market doesn't see restraint as loss, it sees it as stored voltage. That's why attention finds you when you hold it. Not because you're suddenly prettier or more handsome or more visually appealing. It's because your aura is simply running a higher wattage, a higher voltage than everybody else's. You're magnetic, you're transmitting vitality. It's not mysticism, it's biology just meeting awareness. You literally just vibrate and oscillate at a higher amplitude. Economically wealthy. Morning wood, that's your masculinity barometer. I'm serious. Trust your morning wood as an indicator of your vigor over a blood test from your GP any days. That's the sacred art. Be horny and focused. Hold desire in one hand and stillness in the other. It's not restraint, it's mastery. Tantra, meditation, breath work, ancient physical policy for the nervous system, turning chaotic speculation into compound of interest and focus, of joy and creation. Nature doesn't subsidize weakness, it funds aliveness. The man who holds more life attracts more life. It's that simple. And you already know this intuitively, by the way. Walk into a room and people's spines align like antennas looking for Wi-Fi. I tell my clients, for a very common question kind of fraught with fear is, what do I do when I feel that sexual urge? Like a snake rearing from tall grass. What do? Don't be afraid. Breathe into it, embrace it, transmute it. Let it climb your spine like the caduceus, like the serpent biting at that crystal palate, which is your pineal and your pituitary gland sitting in CSF fluid. Because in this new economy, sure, money moves man, attention moves the markets, but sexual energy is the one that moves consciousness. And the man who learns to bank it builds kingdoms quietly, confidently, all while the rest keep day trading their souls for stimulation. And that's a fact, not a theory. Speak soon.